exposures are happening to you. Then call the Burns Agency. Over the phone, in person, or online, we're here for all your policy needs. Or better yet, give us a chance to earn your business with our top-notch customer service, strong coverage options, and unbeatable pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better Burns. Much better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
I get to hear what I want when I want.
We love the 80s.
Your home for all 80s all the time.
Always got music going.
SNSN, your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
All right. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
It's Mike and Retiree Row.
That would be us. That's right.
And
jealousy will get you nowhere.
No, but your crotchy attitude will. You're in a mood today.
Yeah.
God, I mean, let me tell you something. If I ever felt like I was doing a show like Statler and Waldorf, it's today.
Jesus. Gotta keep you on your toes.
Grumpy you are.
Get up on the wrong side of the bed.
Who, me or you? I'm fine.
I did.
Paul, no matter what side of the bed you get up on, you get up on the wrong side of the bed.
I can be grumpy because I'm old.
No. That does not give you right to just to be nasty to people.
I wasn't
nasty.
Care. I was just grumpy.
He's getting ready to be nasty.
Nasty.
I'm going to give you a reason to be nasty.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
What is it?
So let's talk about.
Are we doing the weather first or no?
Let's talk about the weather.
Okay, let's talk about
with one job, Paul Lash.
Do you want to know the weather?
Oh yeah, let's.
I don't know
what's
if I
it like
want
this
to give
weekend?
you the weather now because of your
I'll
attitude.
do it my damn self.
I hope the attitude you got.
It's sunny.
Well, we know it's sunny.
There.
But
I hate the weather.
Do you know what the temperature is? It's 63 degrees. 63 degrees.
I just have to wait for the Jewett City Savings Bank banner to say it.
I beat you to it.
You know, those two, it says it's 67.
63.
In the sun.
63.
Oh my God. Okay, it's 60 something. What's the weather like?
We'll agree at 65.
Well, sun and clouds today. Highs will be somewhere around 79 degrees. But tonight, partly cloudy. This evening, then becoming cloudy. More cloudy after midnight, lows around 55. So sleeping is great. For Saturday, it's going to be, more cloudy. Highs around 79 degrees. And of course, for Saturday evening, more cloudy. Lows around 56 degrees. Sunday, not good.
No.
The cloudies are turning into showers.
Yeah.
Cloudy and gloomy.
Yeah,
Boy.
catch the rain showers around on Sunday. Highs will be somewhere
Paul
around
do the weather.
74. They lied to us because they told us that was going out to sea. What a crock.
It will.
Well. So Sunday, forget the barbecue.
Well,
hey, guess what? Back to work. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms on Monday.
Work. What is this thing you speak of?
Well, thank you very much for the weather forecast, Eeyore.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I wanted to make you a pleasant day, with the weather.
Oh, I'm in a bad.
No, I'm in a bad mood.
You ever notice how Paul sounds like a lighthouse?
What?
I'm fine.
What's Paul's favorite term? Piss off.
All right.
Why are you so grumpy today?
I don't know.
See, at least you admit you're grumpy.
It might be a pain in my shoulder. Who knows?
Oh, is it still your shoulder?
I think it's a little lower.
Yeah.
No, that refers to other people.
All right. This morning we have the Mystic Schooners coming in, a baseball team.
Oh, but there was a bunch of boats.
What? Boats? Yeah. Paul. Oh boy.
Yeah. Dad jokes.
I thought we were going.
Go back to being grumpy, Paul.
Sailing. The Mystic Schooners are a baseball team that will be taking place in a game and at the Dodd Stadium in Norwich.
Are they any good
today? I don't know. They're going to be here in a little bit. Why don't you ask them?
What's their
Hey,
record?
Chris has got a question. Are you any good?
What's your record?
They're in the New England Collegiate Baseball League.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're all right. So you just to put, I guess, things into perspective. There's the New England College Collegiate Baseball League.
Okay.
All right. And then there's the Futures League. The Futures League that's the league that the Sea Unicorns play in.
Right.
Okay. But the Schooners are in the collegiate. They're like a step up.
Okay, so they're in the Collegiate Baseball League?
Yes.
Are they?
What college are they associated
No,
with?
I would think. I don't think they're college. I think because they're professionals. I think they get paid a small salary.
A stipend.
I think they have.
The New England College Collegiate Baseball League, right?
So do they get paid just paid?
I don't know. I don't
That's a
know
question.
any of that. All I know is they're playing.
Well,
They're playing. Is that even relevant?
Ask them.
My God.
We're going to give you a list of questions to ask them, Mike. Number one,
yeah.
you guys any good?
Number two, do they get paid?
You get paid? Come on.
Yeah. Well,
That
we're
is
just
wrong. I'm glad you guys aren't going to be here.
Maybe if you won
For
more
this.
games, you get paid more.
Oh my God. Well, we've just lost 4 sponsorships right down the toilet there. Wah, 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 wah.
What's this we stuff?
It is like, yeah, it is like, Statler and Waldorf that I'm sitting with here this morning. Jesus.
you asked for it, you got it.
Oh, so the owner of the team, his name is Dennis Long. He'll be here today. We're
He's
also going to have,
He's coming in.
Huh?
The owner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and we're going to have a pitcher by the name of Bowen Baker from Fairfield.
What a great name for a pitcher.
Yeah, that is a good name for a pitcher.
Yeah.
You know how
If I was writing a baseball movie, that's what I would call my pitcher.
Bowen
Baker.
Baker. That is a good name. But you know what? Let me tell you something. You notice how big time stars in the major leagues, they all have cool names.
Yeah.
They really do. You don't know. There's not anybody getting a 10-year, $300 million contract by the name of John Smith.
No.
But there is one by the name of Mookie Betts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to change our names, Chris, for the morning show. You know, like actors, they change their name.
I'm going to be Jose Canseco.
No, it doesn't matter.
Jose and a steak.
Yeah.
All right. So we have, I'm trying to get through this.
Yeah.
Bowen Baker from Fairfield. He's a left-handed pitcher. Jake Novello, also from Fairfield. I guess these cats are all from Fairfield. Charlie Pagliarini, the third baseman.
He must be from.
Huh?
He must be from that part of the state too, right?
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to find out in
Maybe-
about
maybe
15,
he's from
20
Mystic.
minutes.
Maybe he's from Mystic. I hope
Yeah.
there's somebody from Mystic. They call themselves the Mystic Schooners.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
a tall sale.
Where do they play their home
We
games
are now out of business.
No.
Where do they play their home games at?
You did not pay attention. I just said they're starting to play at Dodd Stadium.
Well, I know they said
Today.
they're starting to play at Dodge Stadium, but where's their home? I mean, do they,
I think it's Dodd now.
If
We're
they
going to
live
find
in
out.
Fairfield and they're named after the Mystic ones.
No. You're missing the. Okay, this is not Little League, where
Okay.
everybody from Jewett City plays for Jewett City Little League.
I understand
This is
that.
a collegiate baseball league where these are college kids and they get drafted and signed just like anybody else. There could be kids
They
from
must be getting paid.
Kansas somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they are the Mystic Schooners.
yeah,
So where do the Mystic Schooners play
Dodd
their-
Stadium.
Yeah. They've been around. I think they've been around for a while.
They have.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I
they've played
remember-
games at Dodge Stadium before.
No, this is the first year that they're playing at Dodd.
Is-
Somewhere in Mystic.
Are the Mystic Schooners? Is it their first year as a team?
They must be somewhere near the shore if they call themselves Schooners.
I don't know, but I think it was at Fitch that they played.
Rich?
I think,
Okay.
but I'm going to ask them. I'm not sure. We'll get into a little bit of the history of the team and everything. But they're a step up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm kind of in I don't know a whole lot either. So I'm looking forward to talking to them. But
good.
But it's another way to watch local baseball.
You gonna brag about throwing out the first pitch?
I am not going to be. I did that for Little League, and then that's it. I'm doing that. That's it.
Yeah, first base.
Yeah. So they operate. Their offices are out of Mystic, but that doesn't mean the players are all.
This is down the Schooner.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, Paul! Just stop.
Let it go, Paul. Let it go.
See, Paul's jokes are either okay, sometimes really funny, or sometimes nuh-uh.
So what you're saying is he's got like a 250 batting average?
Yeah. 175. Today is
Paul struck out every time at bat.
They're
today.
not flowing today, Paul. That's what that's what I know you're in a bitchy mood, because your jokes don't flow, man. You're just kind of like
Could be his delivery.
Yeah, maybe it's just the mechanics, the arm mechanics. I mean,
it's
not coming over the top as much.
Paul's like, life sucks. Knock, knock.
So we're going to be talking to those folks from the Mystic Schooners. They're not all from Mystic, Paul. Just want to clear that up.
Oh, I know.
Okay, Paul's got questions.
I remember
You said they were from Fairfield.
I remember.
Well, these players,
Right.
These players that are coming are from Fairfield, and I believe there's another one from Stony Brook University. He's the shortstop.
Do we know where they practice at?
No.
Okay.
We're going to find all that stuff out. And Daryl says I like Paul's jokes. Daryl,
Thank you, Daryl.
Daryl, turn your computer off. You are you're dead to me.
That's right.
That's Daryl Nadu from the Healthy Computer,
Well,
School Street, Jewett City.
the one good thing is they're utilizing Dodd Stadium. Dodd
Yeah.
Stadium is not being used like it should be.
Yeah, the general manager Lee Walter is really starting to bring that place back to life.
'Cause it's been dead for a long time.
Well, there wasn't. Well, first it was COVID, so there's no baseball at all. But even before that, they had the Connecticut Tigers, which was a short season single A team that was like it was like a step up from Legion.
Last game I saw there was the Navigators.
Now that's the other thing. Like the Navigators when they were there, or the any of the AA teams, that they had in there.
Right.
People would go a lot in heavy because,
especially when they were associated with the Yankees.
Well, the Navigators were the AA team for the New York Yankees, and then anybody that had to rehab went to the Navigators. Like Clemens was there, Wade Boggs was there.
Right.
Yep.
So.
And the nice thing I liked about the Navigators, or going to see the Navigators, not a bad seat in the house, and the seats were cheap.
Yeah, they still
You
are.
could get in for like $5 to watch a game.
They still are.
They still are pretty cheap. The seats haven't changed.
Yeah, they haven't changed them at all. It's a nice stadium. It really is.
Nice. It is a nice stadium.
But I think people are starting to come back to local baseball. Like tonight is Jewett City and Plainfield Little League night.
Okay.
And there's gonna be entertainment there. I mean, this is all. It's not just a baseball game. That's just part of it. There's gonna be fireworks tonight. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Yep. They used to have fireworks after every game. I remember.
Huh?
They used to have fireworks there, like after
Every Friday night.
Friday night,
Yeah.
there was fireworks there. A lot of people were pitching because the shells falling out of the sky.
How would you like to live close to Dodge Stadium back when they were having fireworks every night?
Yeah. A lot of people complained because the cardboard and everything would fall on their cars in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So just got word that they do practice at Dodd.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So
we could say that Dodd Stadium is their home.
I believe it is now. I think this is the first year that they're playing at Dodd as their home stadium. But we'll find all this out from Dennis, who is the owner of the team, and this has all been put together, lickety split with the help of Kevin Trahan.
Go Kevin! It's your birthday.
from Allstate Insurance. So, which is good because it's, I don't think there's enough awareness, of, local baseball that you can, quality good local baseball that you can go watch, and become fans of. And I think this is a good thing. And in Dodd Stadium, you get that big game feel,
Oh yeah, you do.
when you walk in Dodd, it's like, whoa.
It's a great little stadium.
Yeah, it really is. Let's see. So Dennis will be here. Dennis Long will be here in a little bit, along with the players. And I think when it says Fairfield, when he says Fairfield, I think he's talking about Fairfield University, where these kids are from. Yeah. And one of the things that Mr. Trahan just told me is that a lot of these players, they stay with host families, but they're from all over the country. Oh. So
do they charge admission into Dodd? Do they charge admission?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yes. So they'll be here in just a little bit. So Paul, next week, you're part of a lot of stuff in town.
What's going on?
Mainly the Economic Development Committee.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah. So what's going on with the? A lot of people want to know what's going on with economic development.
I don't know.
In this town, and you're on that committee. So what's happening?
Hasn't been a meeting in a couple months.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So I get a question. Now I was looking at the agenda, and I noticed that whoever does the agenda. Now it's not you, right?
No, I don't do it.
Okay. It still has the camper people on the agenda, and they're not even in business anymore.
I don't know.
Why are they on the agenda?
I don't know. I don't write the agenda.
I got 2 words for you: cut and paste.
I really don't know. I mean,
they're not even
there's
there.
There's a big for sale sign next to the property.
Yeah, there is.
Right.
But other than that, I have no clue.
Well, the people that owned this RV dealership, they sold out.
Yeah, they're gone. I don't know.
And it's the land is for sale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Campers World didn't want to take it.
They didn't want it. No.
So why is it still?
I don't know.
This is part of the problem that people want information about what's going on in town, and somebody slaps out an agenda out there that really isn't even relevant.
But what good is an agenda if you don't have a meeting? You said they haven't had meetings in months.
Right, and that's why we don't know anything. We don't know anything that's going on.
If there is anything going on.
Well, the only thing I can know of is that warehousing going on down here at
Wirewind.
Warehousing?
What do you know?
All I know is the warehouse is all I know. I have no clue.
Does it do anything for our tax base?
Oh, I would think so. It's not a freebie. I mean, it's a warehouse, but
yeah, it's not like it's solar panels.
Pay tax on it.
Or wind turbines.
No, I don't know. And as far as I understood, the design for the sewer and water or whatever it is still undergoing, and they're still planning to do it in 23. That's all I know. Nothing, I'm clueless like you guys.
So maybe it would be a good time.
No, not like you guys.
Well, maybe it would be a good time to have an economic development meeting and just boldly say there is absolutely nothing going on in this town.
There is one on Wednesday. There is a meeting on Wednesday.
So can we get
at least for now? It's not canceled.
Can we get that message placed on the minutes? There is absolutely nothing going on in this town economically.
Well, no, they're not going to say that.
But
all right, well, we don't care what they're saying. We want to know what's going on here.
Well, call the selectman's office.
But this is the Economic Development Committee. If they're putting out an agenda that really has nothing to do with anything,
with
why are they even
parks
with trailer parks that aren't even in business anymore?
I don't know.
Okay, well, what are they trying to feed to people?
I don't know.
There are people out there right now in town that want to know what's going on as far as economic development in this town. All right, there has been nothing that's been put out here. The agenda, Paul, I'm not bitching at you. All right,
I know.
You have the same agenda that's been out there for months and months and months and months, and people are going, "Well, what's going on?"
And what good is an agenda if you don't have a meeting?
Yeah. Go back and look. I'm going to do that right now.
I'm more concerned with the minutes than I am with the agenda.
Yeah. So, let's go back a minute here. No fun. Let's look at we go into like the minutes,
Okay.
or I should say the agendas that, and we're going to go right into the Economic Development Committee specifically.
Okay.
Economic Development Commission. How's that?
Okay.
Oh, it's commission.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Paul.
Yeah.
Or no, not even. Chris.
Yes.
I want you to pick a line for the agenda. 1, 2, and I'm not looking at anything yet. 1, 2, and 3. Just pick a number.
I'm going to go with door number 3, Monty.
Door number 3. Okay. So 518, the agenda. Determination of quorum. Well, that's going to be the same. All right. So that didn't work. Okay. But here we go.
So we're left
Project
with 1 and 2.
updates. Okay, in May. First one. JR Flag, Route 164 update. All right, here's your update. They're out of business. They're not coming. The land is for sale. Next.
What's number 2?
You don't even need to go to the meeting now.
What's number 2?
And if it sells, you'll see a sign that says sold.
That's the only project update that's on there?
No, they give project updates on all the various things that are out there.
B, Heritage River Village Update Project, Route 164.
All I know is they were
7 years. Nothing happening.
They were going for funds. And plus as far as I know, what's happening with them is they're becoming much smaller. They're not going to be the size that they were originally.
Yeah, they're going to be the size of a Chuck E. Cheese now.
But it's going to be more residential.
Ooh, I love Chuck E. Cheese.
Plus, I heard it's going to be more residential, which is, now that's going to be an impact.
My point of this whole little exercise here, Paul,
I know,
is disseminating good, solid information for the residents of this town that want it.
Yeah.
This is not good, solid information when you have the same agenda or not even having a meeting. So, I'm going to call out the chairman and ask the chairman, Tom G. Why don't you come on in here someday and try to explain this to us, because it doesn't really make much sense to me. It doesn't. You're a great guy, nothing personal, but I want to know why the agenda is the same way, and the items that are on the agenda are irrelevant. You said it, Chris. What a great day for copy and paste.
Yay.
I don't know what to say. I just go.
Well, here's what I got to say about it.
Go ahead.
We lost the tattoo parlor. We lost, well, no, just listen to me. We lost Subway. We lost Rita's restaurant.
Who?
Rita, was it?
Who's Rita?
The Puerto Rican restaurant. That was
well, that
well,
had
just listen to me.
Okay.
We lost that. We lost the dog grooming, and we got a clock guy.
Okay.
So
who's a really cool guy?
Right. So we're down 4, up 1. That to me says that the trend for this town is going down. Where is the growth? That's my question. Where is the growth? If we lose 4 and gain 1, we're down 3. Where is the growth? We're going in the wrong direction.
All right. So this is part of it. This right here, this is part of it.
Right.
What are we excited about? We need something to get excited about.
Data center, gone.
No, it's not.
No, that's not done yet. It's limping, but it's not done.
It's limping, but it's not gone.
Okay. Camper guy, gone.
Yeah.
Well, he's out of business. He sold out. JR Flag. But here's my point. In May, the agenda was, right, the very first one, all right, project updates, JR Flag. All right, January 19th of this year, JR Flag. Same thing on the agenda.
Yeah.
Second thing, just like in May, and Heritage Village. So now we're going into 6 months of the same stuff that hasn't done anything. So why are they even doing this?
All I know is
let's hold people accountable, for crying out loud.
To give the appearance of growth.
We could all sit here and go, when we do that, guess what happens? Businesses go, I don't know if I want to come here.
Well,
don't you know they're looking at this stuff and they're going, why is not anything moving?
Heritage Village has to go back to zoning because they need to change their plans because they're reducing the size of the project. So that's what's happening.
But it's been 7 years in the works.
Well, I know.
7
Well,
years.
Money was the big thing. They lost a lot of their investors, so they didn't get the money they
All those investors who couldn't get any money, probably their bankruptcies have cleared up now and go get money again.
Shouldn't we start talking about them when they have the money, not when they have investors?
Yeah. Well, all I know is it's not off the table yet.
Or are these just
Like
things
the
that are
wind
being,
turbines.
yeah? Or are these just things that are being slapped on the agenda to make it look like there's an agenda to begin with?
No, I think because that's still going.
Well, then what do we need to be updated about J.R. Flag?
Well, I kind of agree with you with the J.R. Flag thing.
Kinda?
Well,
Kinda agree?
Yeah, that probably should be taken off.
How long have we been waiting for the Heritage Park to go to zoning?
Well, it's already gone through once and everything else, and then they didn't get the funds, and then
Okay,
now they're
so when
changed.
was that? When did it go through?
Well, quite a few years ago.
Years ago. How long do we have to wait for it to go through zoning?
Well, the other thing, the other thing is no infrastructure down there. So they waited to get the infrastructure so they could get it down there.
All right, so we're all going to drop the nugget. We're all going to drop the nugget, right? Yeah. Of guess what? No, nothing happened because of COVID.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so it's still 5 years they haven't done anything.
Yeah,
they can't get funding because of COVID.
Nah, there was no money around. Some of the investors left, and it was a big project originally.
Item C on the agenda in January.
Yeah.
Former Titan LLC 110 unit assisted living facility. What do you think for next week, the EDC meeting? Letter C is. You only get one guess.
Canceled.
Former Titan LLC. It's the same thing.
Yeah, that was the assisted living building that was going over next to the gas station.
Over next to the gas station?
Yeah,
Petromax?
That big open field that was over there.
Okay.
That's where that I believe was going to be an assisted.
Is going or was going?
That was the plan. That's what it was going to do. But yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. I know you guys are going to skedaddle because we have the folks coming in from the Mystic Schooners conversation that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm glad it kind of came together like that last night.
We're gonna sail on out of here.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Glad that's over.
We'll be back in a minute with the Mystic Schooners right here on SNSN.
You see the signs everywhere. No alcohol if under 21. No tobacco under 21. No vaping supplies under 21. It's 21 for a reason.
Youth that use alcohol are more likely to engage in other risky behaviors, such as gambling. Learn the warning signs and how to talk to your children about addiction.
It's 21 for a reason. Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Hi, this is Lisa Griffin of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Well, some banks offer checking account rewards, and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees. At Eastern, we say, why choose? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. 'Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Hi, this is Lisa Griffin of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Well, some banks offer checking account rewards, and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees. At Eastern, we say, why choose? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Did you know that Allstate Insurance, the Trahan agency, has 2 offices now, Plainfield and East Lyme? And that's good news for you, since Kevin Trahan has been in the insurance business for well over a quarter of a century. Plus, he's easy to find. Just search in any browser, Kevin Trahan, Allstate Insurance. And when you get to his Facebook page, you'll find tons of helpful information on questions you may not even have thought to ask. Allstate Insurance, Trahan Agency, Plainfield and East Lyme, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Your community radio. We love the 80s. Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning. And 80s all day and night. SNSN.
All right, good morning. Welcome back to the show, everyone. As you can see, Retiree Row got out of here. Chris and Paul, I think they went to breakfast, but probably not. Who knows? But we've replaced them with a much more formidable group of young men. And Dennis. So, hey, Dennis, how are you?
I'm doing great, Mike. How are you?
So this is Dennis Long. You are the owner of the team?
Yeah,
or
owner, general manager, pitching coach, co-owner, really. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Right.
Of the Mystic Schooners, where you're now playing at Dodd Stadium.
Correct.
Now, where did you play before Dodd Stadium? Let's get into a little bit of the history of the team, if you will.
Well, we're part of the New England Collegiate Baseball League. The league's been around about 26 years now. Maybe this is their 27th season. And it started years ago. Really, some of the founding fathers were right from this area. The Eastern Tides was the one of the first franchises in our league, and they played at Eastern Connecticut State. And it's evolved into a 14-team league all over New England. We're playing a team tonight from Keene, the Keene Swamp Bats from Keene, New Hampshire. Yeah, yeah. Okay. We played at Newport the other night, Newport, Rhode Island. And our first home game was against the North Shore Navigators from Lynn, Mass. So there are 14 teams in the league. I could go through everyone, but it's New England. It's all New England all the time. The Newport Gulls, correct? Yeah, very good. And we had played since 2011 at Fitch High School. And to me, I have been here since 2012. I came in year 2. Our head coach, Phil Orby, who is a great coach at Montville High for years. And
he's the athletic director in New London now,
He's
right?
at New London,
yeah.
Correct, yeah. But he got the call in 2011 when the team was moved from a franchise in Bristol. Long story, but Bristol moved to Mystic. There was a need for a coach. Phil was a great choice. And they went to Phil and said, we need a general manager. Do you know of anybody in the area? And Phil had reached out to me. And it was like something I always remembered. Summer ball was great. Summer ball was a great experience for me in college. I said, man, if I could bring that to some other kids, I'm all for it. So I jumped in. And then I went from general manager only to pitching coach plus general manager. So we've been at Fitch High School for these past 10 years, 10 seasons, 11 years, 10 seasons. COVID canceled a year in 2020. And we had seen the Major League Baseball had taken away these 42 franchises, minor league franchises, minor league cities. And we had
mainly single A teams,
single A,
single A short season.
Yes. Yeah. And we had just started some conversations with the Sea Unicorns. They were victimized. The Norwich people were victimized. The Tigers had been there for the last 8 years, and the Giants had been there, and the Yankees originally at Dodd. We approached them and said, geez, do you think we could partner up with you guys and kind of like the Jets and the Giants, share a stadium and see if it works. They were receptive and we started talking. And, as much as I loved Fitch and some of these guys here had played there last year at Fitch, and, it's summer baseball, high school size fields, very much like Cape Cod League, if people are familiar with the Cape Cod League. But I think
that's where the kid from Lyman went for a little bit before he went to the Padres,
Bender.
right?
Yeah, Colton Bender.
Bender.
He went from Newport the year before. Then he started at Bourne in the Cape last year, got drafted. Yeah, exactly. But the biggest feedback, I think the change in the game, the college game now, is that these stadiums, these teams are playing at great ballparks on campus. And the feedback we had gotten is that great community, great experience with our host families. But the facility was probably a little short than what these guys were used to, playing at these nice ballparks in their campuses. So we wanted to try to remedy that. So we went and said, hey, we could go from having one of the lower tier fields to maybe having the best field at Dodd. So we went through all the winter with the people at Dodd, Lee Walter, the general manager.
And he just wants baseball. I've sat and I've talked to Lee, and he just wants baseball there and bring the place to life.
Yes, and we both thought that. We said both teams need to do well, for this whole thing to be a great experiment. It's a test. It's going to be a test for both of our leagues, because I think there was a little bit of pushback from the administration in both leagues, thinking there was competition. Personally, and I think Lee is on the same page. Like, we just want good baseball in this community. This is what our community made. Baseball is what I grew up with. This area, the Griswold, Norwich, Jewett City, Plainfield, all this northeast corner is like a baseball hotbed.
Sure.
And I said, why not get closer to where baseball has really been for the last 25 years around here and be part of it? So we're trying to give it a go. We had our opening night the other night. We have a great game tonight. We got our first fireworks night.
Tonight there's going to be some a whole bunch of stuff going on there.
Yeah, it's fireworks night. We've never done that. We're going to give it a shot. We hope people come out and support us, and they'll see the quality of baseball we bring. I mean, these guys can play. I mean, they can do it. And I would say, is it like A-ball? I say, yeah, it's very close. It's like Class A baseball. These guys are talented. Some of these guys will get drafted either this summer or certainly next year's draft. We had guys on last year's team get drafted right out of the season. We had a story a few years back from a guy who pitched in one single game, a guy named Jason Foley, now pitching with the Detroit Tigers. He pitched at Fitch High School one night, and the Detroit Tigers saw him throw 9 pitches at 98 miles an hour in a game. And the next day they sat down at the Mystic Diner down in Mystic and signed him for a 6-figure bonus. And, those are the kind of stories that are great.
They don't do that to broadcast people.
No.
I'm telling you right
General
now.
managers either.
Yeah, that's right. I'm making $13 an hour here.
Yeah, I know.
The owner here sucks.
Yeah.
That's me.
The stories are the cool thing, though. I mean, that's what all these guys have a story. And, they're hoping, they're chasing their dream. I mean, let's face it, these guys are all just trying to get better, maybe take a shot at being a pro player. And I enjoy that part.
If it's there, if the opportunity is there, I mean, take it. I like the idea that it's like you walk into Dodd Stadium. If you're not familiar with Dodd Stadium, right? You're used to high school stadiums. Where you walk in, it's like,
you walk the concourse. You just come out through the main gate.
Sorry for the bad sound effect, but it's kind of like that when you walk into Dodd Stadium. It's like, oh, this isn't a high school field. This is big time stuff.
No doubt about it. When you walk through and look on the concourse, it's a great look. And there was always talk over the years, and I was there at opening day in '95. I saw the first game, and I saw many of those Navigators games back in the '90s. And the knock was always that the field might be too far off the beaten trail, and when you get there and you say this is a beautiful ballpark,
and glad you're there.
100%. If you like baseball, you should be at this ballpark. So it is what we're hoping for with the Schooners. We're hoping to keep the Schooners here and get people that love baseball, to get to know the Schooners, but more importantly, come to Dodd Stadium. It's part of our community. It's iconic. Let's face it. Nobody may know the Sea Unicorns or the Schooners, but they'll know Dodd Stadium. And that's kind of what we're riding. Come to Dodd Stadium, see a great baseball game, get to know the teams that are there. So we're hoping.
This is going to sound really, really silly and kind of not really it somewhat correlates. But last year, as we're very hyper local, with us here. So we were asked, would we carry like some little league and junior league games? I'm like, well, we've never done that before. We've done high school and, some college and stuff like that, but never little leaguer.
Right.
So we said, all right. Oh my God. If I knew what it was going to be like.
Is that right?
It was huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. Me and my coworker, John Harden, we're literally writing down all the countries that people are in different states, because
That's
everybody's
amazing.
Yeah, everybody's got a brother, a sister, an aunt, uncle, grandparents, and
these
all over the
guys
place.
and these guys here come from all over the country. This group here is more of has a Northeast flavor to it, but we have guys from Texas, we have guys from Carolinas, we may be getting a guy from California. We've had guys from California, UC Santa Barbara, Cal State Fullerton. We've had them from Indiana, University of Miami. So these guys come from all over the country. It's a great experience for them to see New England. A lot of the guys from out west really never got up to the Northeast. So the stories are really good, just off the baseball field as well. They're these kids that get a kick out of seeing. I remember one kid lived in Michigan. He goes, man, it's just like Michigan, except there's so many stone walls around here. What's up with all these stone walls going through the woods? It's just funny, the observations the guys make. We had a kid from San Diego, goes, I could live here year round. I go, well, wait a minute. You got to spend a winter here, Mr. San Diego, but the stories are funny, just meeting these guys, great guys, just, they happen to, they're probably like every other kid their age, except they're really good at baseball. And that's what they're here for, is to try to play some baseball and have a great summer at the same time. We try to provide that. And I think giving Dodd Stadium as a place to play will just add to that whole experience.
So tonight is a game against Keene, New Hampshire, and there's going to be fireworks. It's also Jewett City and Plainfield Little League Day, so you're going to have a bunch of screaming kids there tonight.
100%.
And I want to talk to some of the players.
Yeah.
Come on over. Just because you're closer to the microphone, you get to be.
Introduce yourself,
over this way. So how you doing?
I'm good.
You know what? Maybe probably flip you on there. There we go. And you are?
I'm Charlie Peglerini from Trumbull, Connecticut.
Third baseman?
Third baseman.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So give us an idea. Now you live in Trumbull, or you're from Trumbull, or
I'm from Trumbull. I go to Fairfield University.
Yep.
And this summer I'm staying with the Bakers, a host family who are beyond special, and pretty lucky to be there. We have some amazing host families on the team.
See, now that's one thing I didn't even realize was even part of this. Are all you with host families?
They're with the same host family. Yeah.
We're all with the Bakers.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they neurotic?
No. Well, it's a long story. Like Bowen is Bowen Baker.
Bowen Baker, right?
So Bowen.
You're a local kid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bowen played at Wheeler High School, and Bowen's family has been 10 years, Bo? Yeah, 10 years host family. So you go to their house, they have pictures of every player that's come through, maybe 30 guys, maybe more.
So they're constantly. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and they're great. They're just so supportive of the program. And our core support group is amazing. And we're just trying to grow the core. That's all.
So how did you get involved with the Mystic Schooners?
So going into Fairfield, normally the head coaches put you in and try to find you a league for summer ball. And I was lucky enough to be able to come here. I mean, I've heard about the league and the team, and specifically for being this close to home, only about an hour and 20 minutes away, but and it's an awesome area. Mystic's awesome. It's near Watch Hill, Rhode Island, and just been able to get placed on the team and been lucky enough to have been able to play here.
Very good. Now, have you always played third base, or did you play through high school at third base?
Yeah, normally third base, first base, the corners, but mostly third base.
Gotcha. All right. Are you a power hitter? You're a speedy guy?
I wish I had a little bit more speed, but I try.
Pags hit a long grand slam homer the other night at Newport. It was a bomb. Yeah, he's got some big power.
I am incredibly fast, and I'm sure you can tell. They used to call me Zippy. That's a lie. All right, Bone, come on up. We have met indirectly a couple times. I don't know if you remember, but playing Griswold and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
all the time.
So we covered, of course, a lot of Griswold high school baseball games. So you are the shortstop. Pitcher. Okay, never mind.
Wants to be a shortstop. Lefty shortstop.
Wish.
Oh yeah, or lefty catcher. Do they even have lefty catchers?
There were a few around still lingering somewhere. Yeah.
So how did you get involved with Now, are you also going to Fairfield University?
Yeah, I'm going to Fairfield too.
Okay.
But I got involved way back 10 years ago. Like the Schooners started up, and he offered my family a host position. So I just had a bunch of guys like cycle through. I got to experience like the Schooner tradition way before I actually became a player. I got to watch games. I got to like be with the host brothers, and yeah, it's an awesome experience.
So now, where do you like? For example, what are you hoping for? Like, how many? Is this your first year with the Schooners?
It's my second year, actually.
Okay. So what are you hoping for? What that's going to materialize off of this relationship?
Well, I just want to learn more about baseball. I think summer ball is like a great time to learn about baseball, get better at like what you do. So I'm just coming in here trying to get better at baseball, so I can go back to school and prove that I got better over the summer.
Now, how old are you now?
I just turned 20 today, actually.
Oh, happy birthday!
Are you Bo?
Are you starting pitching tonight?
No, I just pitched the other night against Newport.
You can go again.
Advil. I'll be right back.
Very, very, very good. So it's I'm glad to see a part of it and back, in the area, and
yeah, it's awesome.
Go Fairfield. Why don't you bring this gentleman up here, right here? He's like, oh Jesus.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? And you are
Stanton Luthner. I play shortstop.
You play shortstop. See, I knew I had. Anyway, and you also go to Fairfield University.
I go to Stony Brook University.
Is that Brantford?
It's in Long Island.
So, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I was when you put Stony Brook University.
There is a Stony Brook or Stony Creek
Brantford.
or something.
Stony Creek.
Yeah. Right.
But isn't there a Stony Brook brewery?
Maybe.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So tell us about how you found out about the Schooners and how you became a part of the team.
So last fall, my pitching coach happened to know Phil Orby, who was our head coach, I believe. And so through that relationship, my pitching coach trusted that I could show up and play here. So he got me a little contract, and I played all last summer. And I had such a great experience that I'm back again.
Now I'm glad you mentioned contract. Are there contracts with the players?
That's what I was going to say, Mike.
Go
We for instance, in 2011, Phil and I inherited a team from year one. The way this usually goes is we have relationships that we build with these colleges. We very serious relationships. We cross-check the players, not just for on-field talent, but character, academic strength. We want good people as well as good players. So in the beginning, we didn't know these colleges that well, and we had to kind of build our brand on the field to show that, hey, we're here for the kids. We're teaching these kids. So year one, we took a pretty good beating record-wise. And then year two came, and we started – the word went back from the players in year one, even though the season was poor. I think some of the players went back to their college coaches and said, hey, Mystic's a great place. These guys know what they're talking about. They take care of us. So then those colleges would say, hey, we want to send you our good guys, our better players, our guys that we really trust for the future. And so we started getting quality over just quantity. We were getting players. So Stony Brook University, where Stanton goes, is one of those schools where we've had a great track record, Fairfield as well. And there's so many of these schools that we built relationships with. Then every team kind of has their relationship built. I know, for instance, the Valley Blue Sox seem to have a great relationship with Kennesaw State in Georgia. It's just interesting how you partner up with these schools in a way. Yeah. So that's kind of to Stanton's point is like, yeah, we've had this relationship and trust. There has to be a trust between the college and the coaches here on our staff. We treat these players like library books. We return them like we got them. And we don't want to do anything. We don't want to do anything crazy to change them unless they ask us. They say, Coach, can you take a look at this? What do you think about this? It's important that we keep them healthy. We get requests from these college coaches to say, look, we don't want, let's say we got Bowen play. Bowen can only go 30 innings max this year, something like this. We don't need him to go anymore. Okay, we're going to count every inning. We're going to make sure he doesn't go over 30. And when he's at 30, it could be July 10th. His season's probably over, and he's probably going to go home. We'll shut him down. We have restrictions on a few of the guys. Some of the guys don't have restrictions, which is great. And then we can really let them pitch and get into a routine. So, but it all comes down to the relationship we have with the colleges. We trust the colleges to send us quality kids, quality talent, and we're always looking for new relationships.
I was just gonna. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I was just gonna say you must be looking to more colleges at all time.
All the time,
and that's gonna. I'm assuming that's gonna take the the amount of players that you can choose from and make it a lot more of a competition, maybe so much who's going to play for the Schooners? Or?
I think so. It definitely
it's a win-win.
It beefs up the talent level, and I think that's where we are now. We're very year in and year out. We've got a very strong reputation. We have the best winning percentage in the league for the last 10 years. We're always a little over 500. That's in a good league like this, you should all be about 500. Every team has this amazing talent, and we just hope that we catch a better hot streak once in a while, and we hope that we can pull off a few wins out of nowhere. And last year we were 23-18, for instance, like pretty good record. You know, our best year, I think we were 29-11 or something like this. So that was, you know, we're all in that range. Some teams, you know, tend to get off the mark slowly and they struggle, but it's still a good summer even if you struggle. Like I tell these guys, you're going to be better when you leave here, and we try to let them know that. And every game's like the first game of the season for these guys, because you don't know what major league scouts are going to be here. I know scouts will be at tonight's game. They're going to be
no pressure around. Guys, no pressure. All right.
Well, they're always around, and they're looking at guys. And the draft is in July this year, so you know some of these guys are draftable. So it's important that they treat every game. I know we had a game a few years ago. It was a 10-0 game, and this pitcher was really trying to nip the corners and working his curveball. And I was next to a scout, and he's going, "Come on, let's just throw the ball. It's 10-0." I go, "Hey, aren't we all trying to work on something here?" To the scout, and he looked at me and he said, "You know what? You're right. He's trying to get better." Yeah. You know, I mean, the normal routine would be just throw fastballs, let's get out of here. But the guy was trying to get better with his curveball. So he threw one, it was a ball. So now it drags the game on more. And the scout even said it. He said, "Yeah, you're right. He's trying to work on it. I got, you know, that's why he's here." So we try to treat every game the same, like it's a 0-0 game. We try to treat it like, hey, we're all playing for something bigger than this season, trying to play for your future. So that's the kind of energy these guys bring. You'll notice that even in blowout games, they're still exciting because guys are trying to do great stuff. There's no boredom to it. It's fun to watch every inning of a game, a Schooners game for sure.
There's one gentleman we have yet to talk to.
Big Jake.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Jake. I'm 7'6". I'm going to kill you. Where are you from, Jake?
Franklin, Massachusetts.
Franklin,
I go to
Massachusetts.
Fairfield as well.
Jake Noviello. Yeah.
Jake Noviello, yeah.
Okay. And you play?
Pitcher.
You're a pitcher. Okay. Are you starting tonight?
I am.
Whoa. All right.
I told him he didn't have to come. He wanted to sleep in, but he said, "I want to be here. I want to be on the air."
No rest for the wicked.
I want the airtime.
Nice. You get your own show starting next week, all right? So you're from Franklin, Massachusetts.
Yep.
You play for Fairfield. How long have you been playing baseball? I'm assuming since you were like 6.
Yeah, maybe even younger.
Really?
I'm a little older than these guys. I'm 22. I just graduated from Fairfield, but I'm going back for my 5th year to get my master's. So
got it. Very nice.
Yeah, been at it for a long time and haven't gotten sick of it yet. So
that's what seemed like one common denominator that I've listened to all you guys is that first thing, I'm going to school. So hopefully you guys can finish your degrees, go on, and hell, I mean, hopefully this, you get to move on with baseball into bigger and brighter things. And don't forget the little radio station here in Jewett City. And, we won't mind, donations and stuff from $1 million ball players, okay. So just put that in your hat.
Of course.
So, but have you always been a pitcher or
yeah,
have you played?
I think growing up, everyone, you have a ton of positions. So I played shortstop. I played third base. I caught growing up.
Did you want to be a pitcher?
I always wanted to be a pitcher. My father was a pitcher.
Okay.
So I kind of learned from him. And high school, I did everything. And kind of once you get to college is when you really focus on one and kind of specialize. So that's what happened 4 years ago.
See, like when I was like when I played youth sports and stuff and moved up through high school and a couple other Legion, a couple other things, I always wanted to be a pitcher. Mm-hmm. And I pitched in certain leagues, but I found out that I was awful. I was absolutely terrible. But I was a really good first baseman and I was a really good center fielder. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I think
does that what happen to all you guys? Like you have an idea of where you want to play, and all of a sudden you go, "No, I'm better suited somewhere else."
I think at this point it's they kind of know where they're earmarked.
Okay.
Some of like Stanton's very talented in the infield. I mean, he literally could probably play every position on the field, but he has
that's very valuable.
Yeah,
that type of player.
He has pro shortstop written all over him, and we talk about that all the time. But he's not averse. I think you played second a little last year, Stan, once or twice. Maybe if we need him there, we need him there. He's got the ability, but he's figured it out by now. Like, hey, if I'm going to get drafted, I'm going to try to be a shortstop. Who knows? When you get drafted, they may say put you in center field, but by that time you think, yes, I'm getting paid to play baseball. Do anything you want right now, so let's do it. But I think he's looking to be a shortstop, and these guys on the mound are just trying to work on their craft and get better. And I think this is a great place for them to do that.
You look like a pitcher. I mean, you're a big boy.
And Jake's been in the league before, right, Jake?
Yeah.
You were in Sanford? He was in the Sanford, Maine his freshman year. So he knows the league. All four of these guys are league veterans. Jake just happened to have played with a different squad a few years back.
Do you ever get traded?
No, they bounce around year to year.
Okay.
We have a guy, right, Danny Crossan, right, Stan? We had our great third baseman last year who's going to be playing at Martha's Vineyard this year, and it just so happened that.
So you don't call the people from Keene and go, hey, I got a pitcher. Here's a big boy. I want your first baseman and third baseman, and we'll swap.
No, but what we'll do though, if there's a kid who wants a different experience, and I know he played at a school, a summer team last year. For instance, there was a pitcher we had on our roster last year from Maryland who pitched at Keene the year before. I called Keene and said, look, the guy's asking to come here. The college coaches are asking him to come here. Are you okay with that? They said, yeah, we didn't have any plan for him to come back here for whatever reason. And so we signed him to our contract. We try to do a common courtesy among teams, doesn't always happen that way, but that's okay. I mean, we want good players in the league from a general manager standpoint. I'll talk to so many players that we can't fit in our roster, and I'll tell them, you belong in this league. You're good enough to play. You almost just have to be a little patient. We take players mid-season. Some of these guys will get nicked up and have to go home. How about the guy from Newport pulled his hamstring in the first inning? We had a guy that I said, man, that guy could be going home. He popped his hamstring, just came in from like Mississippi State or something. And he
so there are kids from all over the country.
Yeah. And you're recruiting kind of all summer, to be honest. Yeah. You never know. We'll have probably have a couple of additions as we go along through the season, especially in the pitching side. When guys start shutting down, we'll be looking for pitchers. Many times we take local guys, guys from Mitchell College, UConn Avery Point, Eastern, guys we can find. So we'll do whatever we can to keep the season moving. But sometimes the roster's not the same in August as it is in June.
So like I'm always big on education, especially with kids that are looking for an athletic career and stuff like. But what's one thing we haven't talked about? A lot of things we haven't talked about. But like what is your major?
Yeah, I majored in finance and economics.
Did you graduate? Are you done?
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
So I'm going to get my master's starting in the fall.
Well, see, yeah, he's going to continue. That's awesome. And what about you?
I'm a double major, marketing and management.
Got it. Bone?
I'm a finance major.
Got it.
And I'm a business management major.
Okay, so y'all going to take over the team.
Yeah, please. Let me coach.
I'm done. Dennis says, I'm done.
I think there are a lot of success stories here, Mike, not just on the field. We have a couple of players. I know one just passed the bar. Guy played for our team in 2015, and he called me and said, hey, I passed the bar. One guy just became an actuary. Their lives are in pretty good shape right now. So
you know how intelligent you've got to be an actuary.
Yeah. No, I know. And some really, really talented kids, not just in baseball, but just in life. And they're fun to stay in touch with. The relationships we maintain with them each year, it's pretty gratifying to see where they all go, and these are people, I think, they're good role models for these young kids like tonight, the Jewett City and the Plainfield kids that'll come down, get a chance to get up and close and personal and see these guys and just see that, they're not too many years away from these guys, what, 6, 7, 8 years?
Not that far
It's
removed.
not far away.
Yeah.
No. And they're great role models. I think that's what we try to be as much as anything. We're more than just trying to be baseball players. We're trying to keep the community alive with baseball, but also just keep good families, good people enjoying their lives.
I think baseball it's kind of taken a backseat a little bit as America's pastime.
Yeah.
I grew up with baseball being America's pastime.
You and me both.
Yeah. And so when you're promoting a culture of great athletes, good, great community citizens, and role models and stuff like that. That's a lot of weight to put on your guys' shoulders and stuff like that. But obviously you guys are handling it well. Otherwise you wouldn't be here or anything like that. So that is awesome. And I think that is a big part of local baseball,
Right.
in Eastern Connecticut or anywhere.
Yeah. Especially I just, I'm partial to Eastern Connecticut. All the baseball, the great baseball has been here for years. I grew up here. I grew up in Niantic, and this area up here in the Plainfield, Jewett City, Griswold High School was the mecca for baseball. Plainfield was another mecca back when I was playing.
Yeah.
And you can still see the baseball fans that come out of this area. It's just amazing to see and to talk to them. And the energy we've just felt now coming to Dodd is incredible. It's something that we know we made the right decision, and we just need people to get to know us a little bit. That's
How do
all.
you think Billy Gardner would have felt if he had that type, of rise, had this stuff available to him?
My gosh, I know. It was not around, not around back then, this kind of opportunity. And even beyond the opportunities in independent ball now, there's opportunity to play overseas. We've had a player who went and played in Australia. He went and played in Austria. There's baseball everywhere. And so we try to connect if guys want to keep playing, they don't get drafted, there are opportunities to keep playing the game. So we have one pitcher from University of New Haven playing in Czechoslovakia now, Czech Republic. Wow. And it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing the opportunities that baseball can give you
worldwide,
even if you don't get drafted to an affiliate. It's the game is still a great game. I'm hoping
the game is the game. It always will be.
Yeah. If you enjoy watching some skilled guys do some amazing things, and you enjoy a little bit of strategy, the game's a great game. And if we can give you Dodd Stadium to come and watch and learn a little bit more about the game, at least you're in a comfortable spot. I know one fan of ours said, "Hey, at least I know we won't have a porta potty to go to. We have real bathrooms at Dodd Stadium." So, and we have a real concession. We just want to have a picnic table out there selling a hot dog. So it's going to be a good atmosphere. We enjoy it already. So I'm excited.
Let's see. We have some comments here. Just want to throw it out there because I know you guys probably have to split, but I think we should. I would like to have you come up again.
We'd love
some
to.
other players. That would be awesome. Scott says Southeastern Connecticut doesn't get enough respect for having great talent. Laura says ECSU just won the Nationals. Lots of local kids on
they
that
did.
team.
A lot of local kids.
Yep.
Great players.
Ron Lufkin says, good morning, Dennis. I guess
Ron was at the game the other night, opening night.
Yeah. When you see him, call him the Luffinator. Because once in a while he'll run camera for us.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We when we do that, we call him a whole bunch of different names, like H&R Luffin stuff.
No, yeah.
We just call him weird shit. So it doesn't and Daryl, who's a local businessman in town, says everyone knows lefties are the best athletes.
Yeah.
So
Bo is a good athlete. Yep. Didn't you get a few at bats last year, Bo? Yeah, he did. Bo
is there a DH rule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Yep.
So I want to know, just because you're a big dude, what do you like? 6'2", 6'3"?
6'5".
Whatever. How much heat do you bring?
I could run it up to the low 90s.
Really?
Get it up there, yeah.
Yeah, he throws hard.
Yeah. Definitely working on it with Dennis, and hopefully a little harder this summer and see where I go.
He had you had the thoracic outlet syndrome, right? You've heard of that. Some of these great Matt Harvey had it.
Yes, yeah.
Did you have the rib bone removed?
Yeah.
He had some surgery.
Last summer, pretty much this
He's
time.
a Connecticut guy, Matt
Matt
Harvey.
Harvey
Southington?
No, Groton.
Oh, that's
Mitch
right.
High School.
Who's the kid that's from Southington?
Sal Romano. Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I totally interrupted you.
No, it's just I had a blood clot last summer. In my left arm. So spent a little time in the hospital. They had to end up taking out my rib to clear up some space in there.
Really?
Yeah. Weird operation, but
did it work?
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm back on the diamond and playing again and all healthy, but it's definitely a scare this time last year.
I bet. Yeah.
I think Jake was actually earmarked for the Cape Cod League. And, I think the surgery kind of had this, it slowed his progress, and he's trying to just pick it back up and get up to that level.
And you guys are all so young.
Yeah.
You guys are all so young. So, I mean, there's a lot of baseball in your future if you want it to be. And
the pandemic threw a lot of guys, gave them that extra year. Some guys are getting that 6th year. We actually had a guy who was supposed to be our catcher this year. He caught for us last year, and he said he's literally finished. He just finished his 6th year of college. He has another year of eligibility. He's like 24. And he said, I got to get a real job. He goes, I want to play. I love baseball. It was my life, but I got a good opportunity to get a job. So you've got some interesting ramifications from this pandemic. Guys getting these additional years of eligibility, like Jake graduated, going for his master's. We had a guy last year,
which I'm assuming makes you your eligibility continue, right?
Yeah. So this is my last year coming up, and then pending the finish, I'll get a job and hit the real world.
Yeah.
But
does that happen a lot where it's like you get young men playing baseball and they're all excited about the prospects of moving up in the baseball league, and all of a sudden, or in the baseball world, whether it's Cape Cod League or getting signed somewhere, and then all of a sudden it's like maybe it's not going to happen.
I think guys, those conversations have happened. Some guys
it's
are.
Like, how do you handle it?
I think
that's got to be rough.
I think these guys are all. I haven't seen any stories where people just break down and lose it. When I was a kid, I remember in the minor leagues when guys got released. I mean, there were tears, guys crying on that day they got released.
Sure,
that was the end of their baseball life back in the day when I was there. I remember it was a tough thing, and I think these guys are a little more resilient. I think their understanding of the world of baseball, I think they have they understand the business end of it. This transfer portal is a big thing now. Guys are transferring left and right. That wasn't even a thing when I was a kid and when I was in college. Now they understand the business and the reality of baseball and what it can bring. So, as much as it hurts them to have their career over, I think they're prepared to make that jump a lot more than maybe guys back when I played years ago did.
Let's see. There's a comment that's basically aimed right at you.
Oh, yeah?
From Daryl Saborin.
Oh, Daryl. Yeah.
Says, Dennis is the best. He worked with my nephew, Kyle, and I learned so much from him just sitting and listening to him, Coach Kyle. Thank you, Dennis. See you tonight. I'm
great.
in Stone Country, the pregame band.
Oh, that's great. That's tonight's band. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Daryl. And Kyle was a great Plainfield High pitcher. Really talented kid. That whole stream of talent that comes out of this area is amazing. So I'm really grateful that these people will be coming back and watching some. Hopefully we can give them a good product on the field. I think they'll be happy once they see how we play. Yeah,
Very
for
good.
sure.
All right, so we'll see you guys tonight. Thank you very much for taking the ride on up here and stuff. I know not all of you got a chance to talk a lot, but I think it was really nice and I think important that you guys are here representing and just getting even the brand.
That's the idea.
There's the team, then there's the brand. You know what I mean? Of the Mystic Schooners.
We try to promote that just the way we try to do things the right way, and as every team does. But I think the longevity that Phil Orby and I have had with the organization kind of promotes the consistency of the brand. The way we play on the field. Don Benoit, who is the co-owner of the Schooners, has also done the consistency of product. Our Schooner beverages are a big part of it. You may see it in your communities, in your convenience stores. We have lemonades, iced teas, sodas.
Now, is that your business or his business, or both the two of you?
It's kind of our partnership. Don really took off with the idea.
I saw that, but I was trying to get on how that kind of everything fits. So.
Yeah, that is, if people are out there and they see a Schooners beverage, please purchase it, because the proceeds go to the Schooners team. It's kind of our business model. Instead of calling for banners and the outfield fence and everything, we try to do it a year-round thing where we supply restaurants. We have partnerships with great beverage companies, and we distribute our own brand. We put our Schooners label on a few of these beverages: iced teas, lemonades, limeades, soda. We have a sports drink out there. So please support us if you're out there. If you see a drink out there and you see a Snapple or you see a Schooners, get the Schooners. We could use the help.
You guys are you're a nonprofit.
We're a nonprofit.
Yeah, okay.
501c3.
Yeah.
So that's why all the proceeds, everything here is going directly to the team. We hope that people enjoy the baseball product and enjoy the beverage product, but the baseball is what we're all here for, trying to get these guys, it's about the players. and it's about the people that host the players. And the baseball is kind of like the icing on the cake. You know, we just want guys enjoying a good summer abroad, you know, and most of it's going to be on the baseball field. So we're grateful. And thank you for having us on, because it's so important for us to get out here, especially in this community. It's important for us.
We are in a little bit of a metamorphosis where we're, you know, changing a lot of different things. And one of them is getting, like I said, we're hyper local, like Griswold High School,
right?
You know, the ECC,
right?
You know, doing games like that. We're going to be doing more and more and more of that stuff. But we're also going to be branching out more into ECC schools and doing more coverage and interviews and putting more content up like that. So, you know, just hearing about, you know, and learning more about the Schooners brand, you know, as a whole, not just the players, but the entire experience, you know, that I've got a chance to listen to you guys and hear about today. I think it's awesome.
Oh, it's great.
And
if any of these ECC schools, any of the baseball programs, any of the youth leagues in the community want to partner up or maybe have a special night, have a bunch of players come and maybe do a clinic. We do a Schooners clinic in Groton every summer in July, but we've traveled to towns too to put on a little clinic, mini clinics in mornings. We've driven up to Colchester. We've driven to Stonington. So I invite anybody to give me a call, email me, dlong@mysticbaseball.org. And if they want to partner up and have a couple of Schooners over at their Little League field, it's all-star season. Sometimes those all-star teams want a little extra boost. We welcome the opportunity to try to come and meet you and maybe in turn have you all come to a game.
Then you can all sit back and have a couple of Schooners.
Yeah, right now. 100%.
There you go. All right. Scott just says Epicure Brewing has a Schooner.
Yes,
here.
they do.
So,
they have a shandy. Yeah, made with our Schooners lemonade.
Really?
Made with our Schooners lemonade, just canned. Yes.
I have old family members that have a brewery. They have one in it's my ex's, but they're really good. It's they're out in New Britain, but they're opening one in East Lyme. So they're called Five Churches, and they do a lot of their own stuff. So maybe,
yeah,
you know, we can hook you up there. So
we'd love to talk. 100%.
That's why not? You know,
Yeah.
It all starts with the conversation. So, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you guys tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
And hopefully we have you back again
Yeah,
soon.
that'd be great. We'd love to be here.
Yeah, thanks to Kevin Trahan as well for putting this all together. Kevin, you always have our best interests at heart, and we appreciate that at all. So we will be seeing you tonight later on from Dodge Stadium as the Mystic Schooners take on Keene, New Hampshire. Little interesting fact about Keene, New Hampshire. Did you know they have the largest or the widest main street in all of America?
We enjoy going there every year.
It's bitched
beautiful.
across because it's a long way. But we'll see you tonight and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Keep it right here on SNSN. Have a good weekend, everyone. And we will see you Monday.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it.